Hello everyone, this is going to be another Starcraft 2 beta replay, and it's going to be me and my partner doing some 2v2 cheese, which, as it turns out, not looking like it's that much of cheese. I mean, we're actually about 40 and 20 now in 2v2 ladder, which places us at number 1 in the Diamond division. I think playing more games helps. Obviously being 40 and 20 and being 4 and 2 isn't the same amount of points, even though it's the same win ratio. But, yeah, I mean, of those 20 losses, a lot of them are just us doing stupid planetary fortress garbage. We always lose with it, but we just can't stop doing it because it's so much fun. But yeah, this is not going to be of that, that's going to be of the Marine Rush. And, as you should know from any, like, Starcraft 1 game, it really starts with a rush when you're talking about team games. Because the fact that you can hit a base 2-on-1 is such an advantage, and then, you know, you can try to mix in teching here and there, or expanding here and there, but mostly it comes down to rushing, and whether you commit to the rush and win that way, or whether you just try to stay alive, rushing just enough to stay alive, and adding in teching or expanding to give yourself the victory afterwards. I don't really know what I'm talking about that for, but yeah, for us, we don't try any transition, we just go all in Marines. And now that we're having one player use I use full control of all the units, and now my micro versus Banelings is a little better, we're actually doing quite well. I mean, basically, only Siege Tank Rush can beat us, and only if we take too long to attack. So, obviously against double Ling Rush, we can just both of us wall off. In this case, we have a shared choke, but typically, if it's we each have a one ramp entrance, each of us can just choke off, and they'll never get in. And other than that, I think Marine Rush is like the next best thing, because once you get them clumped up in a good-sized group, they're pretty devastating. So here we go in, and we're against a Terran opponent who's got bunkers. Unfortunately, I shot the empty one. But since we are committing to this, we gotta do as much damage as we can. I pull out once I see all the SVs. I don't think I'd be able to take it down. So obviously we're worried at this point. Bunkers are a pain in the butt, but yeah, just kind of group up more. We're committing to it, and I'm hoping that he sends his SCVs back to his mineral line, which is a huge mistake. I think it should be pretty evident that we're all in Marines here, and even though I pulled out a view, he should be expecting another wave to be coming. So here I come again, and it's all about getting these bunkers down. Focus fire the bunkers. Kill it before he can start repairing it. You don't want to split your fire, you want to have it all focused on one bunker. It kind of helps negate the repairing. And again, the bunker, I didn't have enough forces to take it down, so I got to pull back once more. But we're still committed to it, and this time I come in, and now he's down to one bunker with one on the way. Zerg is not assisted at all. It looks like Zerg's gone for an economic build, expanding really hard. I gotta say, a 3-bunker front does look really defended, but when they're not filled and when you're facing an all-in double Marine Rush, not quite as strong as it looks. I did take out the tech lab. Obviously, tanks are our nemesis, so we're not going to let him get that siege tank upgrade. And without the tech lab, you can't even build regular tanks, although regular tanks aren't that devastating. So Zerg is finally putting his economy to use, building a bunch of Lings, but he did not find a good place to attack here. He also has a Spire up, so he could be facing Mutalisks, where if he uses them to hit our base, it's a problem, but if he uses them to attack Marines, it's really not that big of a problem. With the Lings around, he's going to clean up the remnants of our Marine Rush. I did take down the orbital command, or command center, whatever it was at the time. yeah, that's the end of that. But as like said, we are committed to this, and I'm just pumping non-stop. When you share control, your partner can actually call down mules or cap supply depots. So since I'm usually have no micro time to micro my own base, except for pumping marines, which I can do with a hotkey, I have them like top up my supply depots when I get supply capped, or call down mules when I get mineral capped. And if I get an opportunity, sometimes I'll throw up another barracks. So my partner does that. He also, whenever I call for reinforcements, he'll throw in more units. And yeah, the team control is actually pretty good for this. I still wish Starcraft would allow full unit share, like where he can actually spend my resources, and he can, take my SCVs and build buildings with them, or click on my barracks and build marines. I mean, sometimes your team, you fully trust your partner to do things like that. So Zerg is basically gone here. And yeah, just taking out his last remaining workers and his lair, and this should be GG any second now. Not quite sure why they're still in the game. Not much going on here. Oh, new CC up, but that's not going to last for long. And they've quit the game. Notice who quit the game. Never die in arena. And that's going to be relevant, as you'll see in a second. So this is our very next game. And with Battle.net 2.0 and its amazing programming and features, doesn't even have a chat room or a command line. Anyways, their matchmaking system matched us up against Never Die in Arena. Sound familiar? We're playing the exact same team right afterwards. And of course, since we're playing the same team, we need to adjust our strategy and do something different, throw them off guard. And of course, we're not going to do that. Come on. Different. We're doing Marine Rush, and nothing but. I gotta say, this is the best ramp ever. Able to wall it off with just 2 buildings. Gotta love it. Without having to build my second supply depot so early to wall off, it allows me to get an orbital command earlier and my first marine out faster. Definitely like that. So, as they know it's coming, they are going full out to defend the Marine Rush. Terran is going to build as many units as possible and fill them into bunkers as like before, except he's putting even harder to it. And then he's going to throw in some Hellions to mix later on, as Hellions do bonus damage to light. Whereas Zerg went for the quick expand, and then he's going straight to Banelings, which, as you know, just massacre Marines. As you can see, these we're coming in at the same time. Last time they had 4 units total in these bunkers. Now he's got them all almost completely full.